coming up on Vegas Nation Blitz. As the season winds down, the Raiders take a loss to the Vikings.
Very draining, man, especially coming in here, being able to come in here and beat us. And it wasn't good at all.
Now they get a rival on a short week. Allegiant Stadium will try to come alive once again this Thursday. Vegas Nation Blitz starts right now.
Powered by the Las Vegas Review-Journal, this is Vegas Nation Blitz. Presented by D&R House of Diamonds, making luxury affordable. Located in the One Summerlin building in downtown Summerlin.
Good morning, Raiders fans. Welcome to Vegas Nation Blitz. A bit of an earlier show today, but that is because we're giving you a back-to-back dose of Vegas Nation today and tomorrow as the Raiders are set to take on the Chargers for Thursday Night Football. But let's not get ahead of ourselves here because we have to discuss Sunday's shutout loss against the Minnesota Vikings. The Raiders lost 3-0 as a late field goal broke the scoreless tie late in the fourth quarter. And on the very next drive, Aiden O'Connell's interception was just about all she wrote for the Raiders. We'll continue discussing the game in just a bit, but first, you may have noticed during the game Sunday that many Raiders players were wearing different colored cleats than usual. That's because Sunday was the My Cause, My Cleats game for the Raiders, the one game a year where players rock custom cleats to support the causes, organizations, and foundations that matter to them. Throughout the show, we will be highlighting some of the cleats worn by the Raiders on Sunday. Joining us now is Review Journal sports columnist Sam Gordon. And Sam, we were in the press box Sunday night when boss man Ben Goetz said he was not expecting to see a game where Nick Mullins was the most impressive QB on the field. And now we're kind of back to where we were just a little over a month ago with the Raiders evaluating the quarterback position, possibly switching back to Jimmy Garoppolo and benching Aiden O'Connell. But Sam, at this point in the season, is it worth it?
Dre, I do not think it's worth it at this point in the season. Not at 5-8, right? There was a window there in the third and fourth quarters where I thought Antonio Pierce could have made the move to Jimmy Garoppolo and would have been viable. The Raiders were 5-7. Playoffs still hanging in the balance and an opportunity to beat an equally punchless Vikings team, right, that only won the game because they did make the move to Nick Mullins. But at this point in the season, with the playoffs behind you, I think now it's all about developing, evaluating what you have. I think we've had a pretty good look at Aiden O'Connell. The sample size at this point, I think, pretty much speaks for itself. He was a fourth rounder for a reason at 25. Wouldn't necessarily expect a lot of development at this point, but still, there's 4 games left. See what you have with him. See if you can develop some of the other young players and try and build towards the future because this season, kaput, it is over.
Well, you just said it right there. And one of your takeaways in your column on Sunday was season over, right? Very clearly, the Raiders are 5-8 and in the territory of all but eliminated from the postseason. They're not mathematically out of it, but they can't get into it. So we're going to look at the offseason a little bit. We talked about drafting last week, and you said a corner, Kool-Aid McKinstry. Now we might also see them in the QB market, Sam. So put your GM cap on. If you're making the decisions for the Raiders in the offseason and you're up to draft and you're taking a QB, who are you taking?
Well, Dre, I think with where the Raiders are at in the draft, unlikely they would get a Caleb Williams or a Drake May, right? But how about Heisman Trophy winner Jaden Daniels, who came on strong during his senior season at LSU? We've seen the development from when he started his career at Arizona State to now where he's a fifth-year senior at LSU, one of the most productive players in the country, won the Heisman for a reason, led the Tigers to a 9-3 mark. Statistically fantastic, and where we've seen the improvement is in the accuracy as a passer, and then we know he has the mobility, the requisite mobility in today's NFL. I think one of the issues with the Raiders quarterback play this year is you've got 3 guys that don't really move well in the pocket. It's necessary in today's game. Jaden Daniels brings you the best of both, completed better than 72% of his passes, so we know the accuracy is there. I think he has a high ceiling and can give you a high floor to somebody that the Raiders should definitely look at if they stay in their current draft position. It looks like they're going to get a top 10 pick. He should be available. Maybe you have to trade up a little bit.
Well, Sam, if you're going to start a reset, it's probably a pretty good idea to go and get the guy who just won the Heisman, right?
I think absolutely, especially because it's Jaden Daniels with what he brings to the table.
For sure. Sam, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Dre.
Everybody got to look themselves in the mirror, accept what they did wrong, and try to work on it. We meant it at the end of the day, so honest conversations, go out there and be the same person every day.
We could play good, you know what I'm saying, but good ain't good enough. We gotta do whatever it takes to win these type of games. And y'all seen, you know what I'm saying, that it takes everything.
I feel like we played pretty damn well. I mean, we lost the 3 points. We didn't play perfect, but we did enough to win the game. It just fell short. AP was just telling us, do your job and finish the game. And guys played hard. Can't take that away from them. We just got to find ways to get better and keep improving because it wasn't good enough.
We'll just go through the process. Not going to rush to make any decision. Not do anything emotional based off what I read, hear, what anybody's telling me. I'll go off my gut.
DNR House of Diamonds is Las Vegas's elite private office jeweler, the perfect bridge between internet pricing and a traditional brick-and-mortar jewelry store. We specialize in loose diamonds, natural and lab-grown, engagement rings, fashion jewelry, custom design, and jewelry repairs. We operate by appointment in our beautiful offices in the One Summerlin building, downtown Summerlin. Our great relationships with the world's largest diamond wholesalers and our low overhead saves you hundreds, if not thousands, on your purchase.
It has been quite the year for Max Crosby on and off the field, and he continues to rack up the honors. His alma mater is naming the football field after him. For the second year in a row, he's the Raiders nominee for the Art Rooney Sportsmanship Award. And he's also been named a nominee for the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award. Considered the league's most prestigious honor, the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award acknowledges NFL players who excel on the field and demonstrate a passion for creating a lasting positive impact beyond the game in their communities. Each nominee will receive up to a $55,000 donation, and the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award winner will receive a $250,000 donation to the charity of his choice. The 2023 Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award winner will be announced during NFL Honors in February. That will do it for this episode of Vegas Nation Blitz. Thank you all so much for watching. For all the fast takes and smart coverage, please check out vegasnation.com and check back with us tomorrow, same time, 7 a.m. for a special Thursday morning Vegas Nation Game Day. For the rest of our crew, I'm Leandre Fox. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Powered by the Las Vegas Review-Journal, this is Vegas Nation Blitz. Presented by DNR House of Diamonds, making luxury affordable. Located in the One Summerlin building in downtown Summerlin.